Good evening, dear students. Last we studied Mark Antony seeking permission from Brutus to produce Caesar's body at the marketplace and do the funeral speech. And Brutus granted it. But Cassius here immediately feels the danger. Cassius senses the danger and warns Brutus. And let's see what's going to happen. What Brutus answers. Brutus, by your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first and show the reason of Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest. He speaks by leave and by permission, and that we are contented. Caesar shall have all true rites and lawful ceremonies. He shall advantage more than do us wrong. By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first. Cassius, listen to me. With your permission, I shall go to the pulpit first. Listen, I shall go to the pulpit first and show the reason of our Caesar's death. I will explain to the people why we killed Caesar. What Antony shall speak, I will protest. He speaks by leave and by permission. And I will also announce that Antony speaks with our permission. I will also announce that Antony speaks with our permission. So Antony cannot speak anything against us. And that we are contented Caesar shall have all true rites and lawful ceremonies. And also announce that Caesar will have all the true and ceremonious funeral with our permission. And we are contented, we are happy to have all the true and ceremonial burial, funeral that Caesar will have. It shall advantage more than do us wrong. It will be good for us. So people may consider that we have such a respect for Caesar. We did everything for the Romans. So it will do us good. Cassius, I know not what may fall. I like it not. I am not sure what is going to happen. Yet I do not like it. I do not like allowing Mark Antony to the stage. Mark Antony to produce Caesar's body at the marketplace. Mark Antony to do the funeral speech. I do not like these things. Brutus, Mark Antony, here take you Caesar's body. Mark Antony, you can take Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but be careful that you do not blame us in your funeral speech. In your funeral speech for Caesar, please make sure that you do not blame us. Speak all good you can devise of Caesar. Generally in the funeral speech, the speaker speaks all the good things of the dead. So in the same way, we can speak all the good things for Caesar. And say you do it by your permission. You say that you do it with our permission. Else shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral. Otherwise, you will be stopped from doing the funeral ceremony. And you shall speak in the same pulpit where I am going. Don't go to any other public pulpits, but go to only that pulpits where I am going. And that also after my speech is ended. When I have finished my speech, only then can you enter into the pulpit to speak. And there are certain conditions. Brutus will enter into the pulpit only after Antony will enter into the pulpit only when Brutus has ended his speech. Antony will enter into the pulpit only after Caesar's speech is ended. And in the same pulpit where I am going after my speech is ended. Antony will enter the pulpit. Antony will enter the pulpit only after Brutus has finished his speech. And Antony should never blame the conspirators. Antony will announce there that he speaks with the permission of the conspirators. Next, Antony can have all the rightful funeral ceremonies for Caesar. And he should announce he can speak all good things about Caesar, but he should not blame the conspirators. So he need to keep in mind these conditions. Antony, I do desire no more. Be it so. Let it be. And I want only this much, not more. Brutus, prepare the body and follow us. Yes, prepare the body. Make the body ready and follow us. Exeunt all except Antony. Antony stays there and all others move out. Antony, oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. The ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Pardon me, I am really sorry to see this. Thou bleeding piece of earth, seeing Jesus' body. Antony breaks down. So Antony says, pardon me, I'm sorry, Caesar. Pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth. Bleeding piece of earth is Caesar's body, the bleeding body of Caesar. Piece of earth, actually according to the Holy Bible, man is made of clay. Clay means earth. So man will join back to the earth. So thou bleeding piece of earth, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers, that I keep silence, with these butchers, that I keep silence with your murderers. You are the remains of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times in the history. You are the ruins of the noblest man. Jesus' body is the ruins of the noblest man ever lived on earth. Means Caesar was the noblest man. Caesar was the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times, ever lived in history. Thank you, dear students.